Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dennis and welcome back to Racer or Random SCP Review. And today we will review SCP entry number 22, and just like usual we will just start generating number. I feel like one of these days I need to start including SCP that are in SCP 7000 and more. Maybe I will include like in the next one probably, or few SCP entries from now, like maybe in entry 25 probably, I don't know, but yeah, it's just for that, and we'll see how it goes if we can get any SCP from SCP 7000 plus, pretty much, because we all know that SCP 7000 plus is um, mostly empty. Therefore, if we roll something and then we got empty, and then if we roll again we still get empty, we roll again we still get empty, then it'll be a waste of time in my opinion. That's why I don't really use SCP-7000 plus. However, I feel like there is some already, so maybe we should try actually. If there are three empty SCPs, then we will not continue doing that. How about that? Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so maybe I will again remind myself in entry 25 I will do that, but that's for the future. I guess for now I'm just gonna stop and see. It'll be SCP-4310 or 4310, I guess, and I will be right back. Okay, here we are in the SCP Wiki website, and this is SCP-430, oh no, 4310 or 4310, which is called the Hero's Journey. Okay, that's something. It sounds like it will be some kind of adventure that is, it by the title, it seems like it will be a long SCP. So yeah, we'll see if it's as long as I thought or not. But yeah, SCP-4310, and here we go. The hero's journey, I think. Yeah. Okay, so okay, that's interesting. It's not as long as I thought. In fact, it's just few paragraphs. So there is this one, Mobile Task Force Lambda 12. Maybe there's something about that. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see after that as well later on, and see if it has any sort of connection or not. But yeah, okay, SCP-4310. Somehow the rating is high. It's at plus 298. That people that rated this positively, which is a lot, I would say. So yeah, maybe it's something to it. But yeah, also there is image, which is always a plus in its own. Figure 1.1 side of SCP-4310's initial discovery. I did not see anything. Okay. Okay. So the hero's journey. Here we go. Item SCP-4310. Object class is Euclid. Special containment procedures. One instance of 4310 is to be kept within an alligator enclosure with a soil culture that mimics that of Great Britain's temperate forests. Once per week, five live piglets are to be dropped into the enclosure. Okay. MTF Lambda 12, or Mobile Task Force Lambda 12 Pest Control is responsible for sightings of SCP-4310. They are to kill specimens found in the wild. The Department of Analytics is to track current British children's literature for books that reference portals to fantasy settings and alert Lambda 12 accordingly. Okay. Description: SCP-4310 is an anomalous species of centipede. That's disgusting. Okay. Okay. Fully grown, its total length from head to anus is approximately 6.5 meters. That's a very long centipede. Okay. It has a pair of soft, extendable keratin flaps which can enclose its body. Okay, save for a portion of its posterior. When these flaps are fully extended, SCP-4310's exposed posterior segment roughly resembles the face of an old man, with movement of its rear most legs simulating motion of the mouth and jaw. Okay, so it's the front leg pretty much, I think. Yeah, because the rear. Okay. SCP-4310 is native to Great Britain and Ireland. Oh, Ireland. Okay. Like most centipedes, it is carnivorous and spends most of its time burrowing underground. When hunting, it cocoons itself in its keratin flaps, extending its head and posterior from the soil, leaving the majority of its body buried. It then arranges its maxillipeds and forelegs into a semicircle resembling an upright archway. Via an as of yet unknown mechanism, this produces a special anomaly that leads directly into its stomach. Okay. Once prey enters, the anomaly closes. Paralytic enzymes combined with powerful acids are used to subdue and digest them over a period of several days. Okay, that's disgusting. After consuming a sufficient quantity of meat, 4310 instances will often. Oh, excuse me, instances. So you're saying there are multiple of these centipedes, huh? Okay, that's nightmare. Will often burrow and hibernate for periods as long as 10 years. Ah, I see. So after each of those food, I think they will pretty much do nothing for the next 10 years. That's interesting. Meaning that, in my opinion, meaning that those times will be their vulnerable time, meaning that they can pretty much be vulnerable and, um, can get hunted during those times pretty much because they are less active. So that's maybe what the MTF does probably, um, when they are trying to lure or try to catch or capture the centipedes. Probably like they set like this one over here. They gave what is it like they gave food pretty much. I think there's one. Yeah, this one once per week, like five piglets pretty much. So they gave them that, and then they will be full, and then they will pretty much either capture or do something. 4310 uses two mechanisms to lure prey into its stomach. The first is the emission of a pheromone that induces mild euphoria, suppresses fear, and encourages curiosity in warm-blooded mammals. So yeah, it pretty much caused this substance that can make you hallucinate pretty much, and then you get lured into approaching that. The second is a sound that also functions as its mating call. Its tail segment produces a repeating series of recognizable English phrases that resemble a heroic speech. So it's the hero's journey, pretty much, typically describing a quest or prophecy that must be fulfilled by entering the archway. Okay. These calls last up to 3 minutes before repeating, although each centipede's call is unique. No variation in a single centipede's call has been recorded over its lifetime, so it's different from every centipede, pretty much. It is unclear how 4310 learns to produce these sounds, as no specimen has shown any more intelligence than ordinary centipedes. 4110 was first discovered in 1950 following a Foundation investigation into several disappearances reported in the town of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Agents noted the presence of teeth from several missing parties in animal leavings discovered in a nearby wooded grotto. The ensuing excavation uncovered three hibernating 4110 instances, along with dropping piles containing the bones of over 70. Okay, that's horrifying actually, but okay. So it's pretty much native animal, which is interesting because I feel like since the end of the era of dinosaur, which is pretty much the big animals, I feel like all the animals kind of devolve in a way, or evolve even in a way that they have smaller body parts because like bigger body meaning like if there is meteor you will get hit, but if you have small then you will not get hit by the meteor, so you will survive, Maybe that's what happened to current animal. That's why they are not as big as the ones in the dinosaurs era. Just simply that. That's my opinion, though. That's just my theory anyway. So yeah, that's why the animals will start. Yeah, take a look at the cockroach. Apparently, cockroaches existed back then as well and was one of the survivor of those those apocalyptic events pretty much. So maybe other species decided to you know what, screw this, I'm not big, I'm just gonna be small and try to survive, because apparently being big is not that advantageous pretty much. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the SCP though. I kinda still want to see more. Let's take a look at here actually, MTF Lambda 12 or pest control. See what this does pretty much. Okay, so it's 3640. Huh, interesting. So, uh, okay, so it's SCP, another SCP, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I kind of don't want to review other SCP that is connected to the one that we're reviewing. Oh, there's another one which is 2350. Okay, Lambda 12 pest control. Let's see again. 3470. Yeah, this is the same. Oh no, this is actually different. Okay. Um, Okay, so this is different as well. Oh, okay. Well then, in that case, oh, there's another one as well. Oh, this is interesting though. Because apparently, oh, I see. So, because the mobile task force is called pest control, meaning that all these SCPs are pretty much SCPs that are about insects or humongous insects, pretty much like a big insects. That's why there is a specific MTF that will handle that. So yeah, that's actually interesting, meaning that there's multiple insects SCPs, not only the centipedes pretty much. It's simple, it's short, it's actually interesting because um, there are so many reference to this, referenced in the pop culture as well as in the giant mutant animals pretty much. So yeah, I don't know though what's the reference of this being the hero's journey, because it's mentioned here that the the tail part of the centipedes can make a sound that's pretty much like calling heroes for adventure. So like I don't know what this reference from, like maybe it's from Legend of Zelda or something. I actually don't know anything about this. So yeah, let me know what the reference is from. Why is it, why does a centipede have something to do with a hero pretty much? So yeah, if you think about it, it's kind of a little bit off. But if you know the reference, I feel like you will. Ah, I see. So it's centipede. Yeah, I know that. It's also there's a hero over here. There's Arcway. So yeah, it makes sense. But for some people that don't know about the reference, then if you show them like a centipede that can produce sound that pretty much invites hero's adventure or hero's journey pretty much, you'll be confused, right? So yeah, there's that. Actually, I like this for some reason because it's centipede, because I really hate centipede. I lived in a place where seeing centipede back in the day is was pretty much common. Like it just appeared in the bathroom, it appears in the water system, water like the sewer, and yeah, if if you flip a rock in the park, chances are there is like a centipede behind that. So you know I I got used to it already, but still, it's still, if there's a choice between me having to encounter centipedes or not, I would gladly choose the second one, which is not to encounter any centipede whatsoever, because um, I don't know. I just don't like creepy crawlies in general, especially insects. Not really insects though. It's more like arthropods that have multiple limbs, pretty much, that have lots of limbs and it's small and then it can crawls pretty much. So it's, like those kind of stuff I really hate. That's why at the time I'm seeing this centipede and the size is at 6.5 meters. That's like a size of a house pretty much. A room. It can pretty much you probably watch this in a room or some sort. Just think about, imagine of it, there's a giant centipede rolling, filling up the room you're in right now, which is a little bit too scary, I would say. So yeah, that's why my reaction was like that, because I know, centipede is kind of I don't know, like I feel like, like disgusted, but also like what is it again, like, yeah, I just don't feel uncomfortable at all. But yeah, one time actually centipede crawled in my leg, and I just kicked my feet, and the centipede got thrown away, which is like hilarious actually. So yeah, but there's that. Anyway, so that will be it though for this racer random SCP review. Somehow it's short, but it's great. Meaning that I don't really have to make another part for this one. I don't see any extension, meaning that this is just pretty much it. So yeah, there's that. Um, a little bit grim as well, because it's this over here. I'm not gonna mention that, but yeah, there's that anyway. I guess it makes sense, like, but then again, I feel like even arthropods, they are carnivorous, yes, but I feel like they also chose the type of food that they want to eat as well. They don't just randomly eat big stuff as well. Like, for instance, the centipedes. I don't even know what they ate actually. Like, maybe like small things like ants, maybe like a worm or something like that. I'm not sure actually, but yeah. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this racer N322, which is about centipede apparently. No way at all about hero's journey or adventure or long story or long page. It's like misleading in a good way, because the plot twist is that this is centipede. This is nothing like, I kind of imagine this become like some sort of NPC, like wizard or something, that gives you quest, and then you must obey that, you must do the quest, and then you will be invited into this random RPG world pretty much. But apparently it's nowhere close to that. Also, there is picture here, which is always a great thing in its own. So this is pretty much yeah, the site in which the centipede was. So maybe it's like underground over here, just rolled up, and then you can kind of see like this one over here. There is like some kind of opening here, so maybe this is the centipedes, above the ground a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again in the next Racer Random SCP Review Entry 23. But until then, see ya.